Please stand as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by Mary Elizabeth.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red lamp amongst bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening. Welcome to Stream Live Tampa. Tonight's Class 6A District semifinal matchup between the Hillsborough High School Terriers and the host Bloomingdale High School Bulls. This is a 2-3 matchup here in District 8 tournament. Before the game starts, we had a powerful rendition of the national anthem by local upstart singer Mariella Zeno. I know a lot of her family was watching tonight in various states, and we're glad that we got to broadcast that by that young lady. This matchup tonight, Bloomingdale comes in with a record of 18-5 overall, 8-2 in the district. Hillsborough comes in with a record of 11-9 overall, 5-5 in the district. They won a play-in game, so to speak, last night at their home gym against King, to have the right to come to this matchup here in the semifinals. The winner of tonight's game will play Thursday night against the top seed and state-ranked Tampa Bay Titans. You get a treat tonight on Stream Live Tampa. It's not just myself talking. My name is Jim Delaney. Also joining us is Andrew Burdick.
We got a big one for you tonight, folks.
We do. We're going to have a good time. Two of us calling this game and say, hey, it's postseason. So we bring on everybody here at Stream Live Tampa as they do the pregame announcements, introduce each lineup. The starting five for the visiting team from Hillsborough will have freshman Tyra Kennedy at the point. She averages 13 points a game. Both head coaches, Bloomingdale head coach, Coach Bauer, and Hillsborough head coach, Coach Swaby, both spoke very highly of this talented freshman. Also starting for Hillsborough will be sophomore Destiny Rafer, sophomore Kathy Simpson, senior Sandra Enyapique, and sophomore Avery Ferreira. For Bloomingdale, as their home PA announcer announces their lineups. At the point will be senior captain Aaron Lee. At their starting guard will be senior Nia King. At basically the three guard, freshman Ava Kanar. At the four, sophomore Kaylee Lewis. And in the middle for Bloomingdale, 6'1" freshman Kirsten Wolf. So we got the Terriers and the Bulls tonight. Tuesday night action here on Stream Live Tampa. Remember, follow us on Facebook. Twitter at Stream Live Tampa, our Facebook page is Stream Live Tampa, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is under basically Stream Live Tampa.
All right, we got a young both sides. Freshman, sophomore field.
That's it. So Bloomingdale with the tip. Senior captain Aaron Lee with the ball at the top.
It looks like Hillsborough in a zone defense.
So Lee and King at the top over to Kennard. Lewis a little long rebound on the weak side. Senior captain Aaron Lee. Never stop playing, right? Nice play by Lewis, ball goes up. 30 seconds into tonight's matchup.
Looks like Bloomingdale wants to heat him up.
So for Hillsborough, we got Destiny Rayford at the top. Freshman Tyler Kennedy. Avery Ferrara right there with the shot. Blocked by Wolf. That will be probably first of many. By baby Rebecca Lobo. And 6'1" freshman playing the middle for Bloomingdale tonight. It's a three. And it's off. We got a foul. Looks like it's going to go the other way. It'll be Bloomingdale ball. That foul is on number 10, sophomore Avery Ferrara for Hillsborough. Bloomingdale ball, a little over a minute into the game. King bring it up. Wolf over the top, over to Lewis. Ball's tip. Hillsborough ball on the turnover. Freshman Tyra Kennedy. Bright future for this young lady in Hillsborough. Little steal by senior Aaron Lee. Picks up left hand, misses. Fellow point guard for Hillsborough. Kennedy with the rebound, long outlet pass to Edward Bike, a senior, averaging 12 points a game. These senior guards, a lot of experience tonight, Andrew. Both 1,000 career point scorers here at Bloomingdale High School. Great play, great pass down low by Lewis. Down to King, adding to her 1,000-point total. She broke that milestone, reached that milestone within last week. Throw back down, gets it down low, and it's stripped by Kaylee Lewis. Actually, no, that was Ava Kennard. King with the floater. Looks like a young Andrew Burdick back in the Leonard days, didn't it?
Let it float.
Hey.
I'll tell you what, though, both these teams are really flying down the court.
They are. Yeah, it's a semifinal matchup. They played twice during the year. Bloomingdale won both matchups. So not only motivation for both teams to win tonight, Hillsborough doesn't want to get beat 3 times. And
I think that's tough on the other side, too, with the Bulls.
that's it. And Bloomingdale wants a shot at Tampa Bay Tech tomorrow, Thursday night. We got senior Sandra Bike at the line, missed the first one. Second one gets the bounce. Gets 1 of 2. Almost within 3 for the Terriers. Bloomingdale bringing it up. So senior combo. Kaylee Lee. Aaron Lee, the Rollins side. Over King for the 3, a little short. Great offensive rebound by Lewis. He's left alone. Great bounce pass underneath. Missed by Wolf. Ball out. That would be Hillsborough ball. So Bloomingdale had a couple easy layup attempts underneath Andrew, but didn't knock them home.
You know what though? They're finding the open girl. They're moving the ball really well.
Kennedy bring it up. Lee on her. That's where that is. They got a foul before the ball hit Aaron Lee to go out of bounds. In the game for Bloomingdale is number 12, freshman Melody Womack. She's in for a fellow freshman, Ava Bernard. Good top Rayford, and we will trap it. We have 4.5 to go, first quarter. 6-3 Bloomingdale. Two senior punts for Bloomingdale bringing it up. Lee and King. This will be Nia King. Averages 14 points a game this season. Turnover. King didn't look like she was ready. There's that freshman. She's all defense. Melody Womack. Outlet pass. Short. King with the hustle. Back to Womack, to Wolf, draws the foul. So Bloomingdale is led by their 2 senior guards, Aaron Lee and Nia King, but they play 3 freshmen that have a huge future in this program with Kennard, Womack, and Wolf. We saw 2 of them right there. With Womack getting the ball into Kirsten Wolf. Wolf first one. Hey, 20X now. Freshman center for Bloomingdale. Trying to hit the second part of a shooting foul. Missed the first one. Go along the second one. Long rebound by Hillsborough. Quick little travel.
Looks like some jitters going on right now.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Hey, 2 nights in a row. They've all played long seasons, and they had a good home win last night when they come on the road. Play a very fresh Bloomingdale team tonight. Ball goes into King. Try to set up the offense, drives the middle. Pushes over a little high for Wolf. Through the double team. 34! Get up! 34, buddy! Bloomingdale a little bit out of their offense as well. And that ball will go right to Kennard, but she's on the bench for Bloomingdale, so the ball goes back to Bloomingdale. Yeah, you're right, Andrew. A little bit of jitters back and forth. A little under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Still a 6-3 ball game. Picked by Lewis at the top. Get up! And a senior, Nia King. Not like her. Up and down. Talented freshman point guard for Hillsborough. Tyler Kennedy bringing it up. Pushes it off, a little short. Ball still saved by Hillsborough. Destiny Rayford back to Kennedy. She's going to shoot a 3. Short. Rebound Wolf for Bloomingdale. Possession arrow stays with Hillsborough. TO by Hillsborough. Probably not a bad move. It's still only a 3-point deficit. They're not playing their best for Bloomingdale so far.
They're running.
So, yeah, they are.
Did you see the recent game versus Plant Tech?
It did not.
So that's actually another big, Tech's got a little chip on the shoulder now. They just got beat by
Yes. Yes. I read about it. Didn't get a chance to see it. Yeah, Tech came back, had a win today, the first semifinal matchup. But I know Plant did beat them.
Winner of the matchup, this matchup here is going to have a
Yeah, and the way they do the playoffs now is a little different. So the top 2 teams in the district, when they reach the district championship, don't automatically make it. They actually use some sort of algorithm.
Kind of crazy, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like college somehow to get the 8 best teams in the region. So So
Max
Bloomingdale
prep
definitely-
special.
That's it. That's it. I'll have to commend Coach Bauer. He was very detailed on his statistics for his Bloomingdale squad and max prep, so it's very helpful for a telecast. So with 3 minutes to go in the first half, we've had a long, first quarter, we had a long scoring time. Bloomingdale High School. And King, Lewis, first jump. 5-point lead for the Bulls. Kennedy bringing it up over to Rayford. Down to Ferrara in the corner. Hillsborough looks like they're slowing it down, choosing to slow it down tonight. Senior NU deep down. Try to anticipate the pass by Destiny Rayford. A little bit too ball. Turnover back to the Bulls. Lee and King. They're the 3rd and 4th all-time leading scorers here at Bloomingdale High School. That's a 3. That's senior 9 and King. Stretch the Bulls lead to 8. About 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Hillsborough needs a big run buster.
They do. They do. They need a basket here, and then they need to stop. Probably. That's not how you do it. It is better in the backcourt for Bloomingdale. So they can make you pay and hurt. It's kind of a wild shot by Aaron Lee. High off the backboard is a rebound by Hillsborough. Looks like it's a. That's a foul. On freshman Kirsten Wolf. I think it was over the back. About a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Bulls up 8. Sophomore Destiny Rayford bringing it up for the Hillsborough Terriers tonight. Hillsborough lost twice to Bloomingdale this year, trying to make the 1-win count in the semifinals. That ball's tipped off of Kaylee Lewis for Bloomingdale. Will stay Hillsborough ball. David Kennard back in the game for Bloomingdale in place of Aaron Lee. Defensive specialist Womack for Bloomingdale. My fellow freshman Tyler Kennedy. It's a good matchup by Howard.
I think Bloomingdale's smelling some blood in the water.
Yes.
They can turn up the heat on defense.
I think so. We got a foul on the floor, no shot. Looks like it's going to be on number 20, sophomore Kaylee Lewis. Yeah, they get senior captain Aaron Lee's great. Get a couple freshmen. Actually, they have 3 freshmen on the floor now for Bloomingdale, but all have significant playing. One of them just sat down. Kirsten Wolf in the game is sophomore Emily Seltzer. Good Wolf. Rayford, really anxious, couple of feet. 39.8 seconds to go in the first quarter. And you're saying it's small play. Bloomingdale comes down here and hits a basket. Just like that. They're gonna have a double-digit lead here in the first half. He's talking about how close the game was. Just like that, really. Come on. To lead. Seltzer off the bench with the jumper. So good. Falls a shot, gets a rebound. Turns it over. Ball stripped away. There it is. Melody Womack. A bit wild, got it over Lewis. Defense right there by Melody Womack. She can play on the 8th distance. There is another fourth shot by freshman Melody Womack. Tyra Kennedy off balance. That's the end of the first quarter. Like I said, just like that, it was a 3-point game forever. Big scoring drought in the game, and now it's a 10-point lead for Bloomingdale at the end of the first quarter. So Bloomingdale showing their depth, showing their athleticism. Hillsborough showing a little bit of jitters, like we were saying early on. Starting to smell blood in the water at the end of the first quarter already. So Hillsborough, what do you think they're going to have to do to get back into this game, Andrew?
Yeah, I mean, Hillsborough's a little bit smaller. They don't have as much size, so they're going to have to kind of push the ball, create some plays on defense, heat them up, get some steals, and dish it up, and, complete their assists. I think they're not quite on target right now. And
yeah, they can't do anything that they're not normally doing. So they can't match the size down low with Wolf in the game. They are smaller. They're fast. But we'll see what they can do in the second quarter just to stay within. If they can keep it to a single-digit deficit at the half, I think Hillsborough's doing pretty good, and they're still in the ballgame.
I think, like you said, with their third game being 2-0 Bloomingdale, this is just a team that needs hope. You know, if they stay within single digits, like you said, there's always a chance to get into it.
Hillsborough teams are always going to be scrappy. So, you're right. You don't want that, here we go again, creeping back in to their heads.
So the way Bloomingdale wants to shut it down.
Bloomingdale does want to shut it down. Can't look ahead, but they want tackle Thursday night. There's one happening there. Into the second quarter. There's Womack anticipating pass, another steal. That is Lewis's shot in the corner, and she's long again. I think she's 1 for 3 from that spot. That's been her shot all season. So Hillsborough has a little life. It's in the second quarter, but they don't want this game getting away from them. Kennedy over to Rayford, gets Lewis to fight. It's a nice move. It's Aaron Lee to get a foul. Stuff like that. Right? That's what Hillsborough has to do, play that kind of small ball game.
Why? Tell me why. Yep. Foul shots count too.
Absolutely.
Knock them down.
But you don't want to go for 1 for 2. You want to hit those as many times as you can. There's one. Sophomore shooting guard for Coach Swaby's Hillsborough Terriers. Second shot was good, but it looks like it was a lane violation. So that basket will not count. It's Avery Ferreira. So it's a 9-point lead, and it's a strip. Strip by Kennedy. So that's what we're talking about. You get a strip at midcourt, you kind of have numbers. You don't need to be called Matthew Johnson right there. If anything, take it to the lane, draw foul. Try to get a loop. They could have got right back within 7 just like that, less than a minute before. Right thing, Aaron Lee at the top, as they've been all season. So it's a great play by Anya Buque for Hillsborough. Saved the ball to the back end bounds and went to Seltzer. For Bloomingdale, Aaron pass out of bounds, so it goes back to Hillsborough. Behind the arc, back to Kennedy across court. He's got Rayford behind the arc. Gets into the fight, drives, and draws a foul. So that's what they need to do. That's what Hillsborough needs to do to stay in the ball. So the foul is on freshman Melody Womack. So Hillsborough not in the bonus yet. They're 1 foul away. So that was on the floor before the shot. And PK with the inbound pass into Rayford. See what Hillsborough can do here.
One thing we really haven't seen on the Terriers is just one big shot.
No, you're right.
One down.
So we're back.
Trying to find them more from mid-range.
A minute to go in the first half. 11-point Bloomingdale lead. This freshman point guard, both head coaches spoke highly of before the game. Great move. Trying to get some life back into the Hillsborough Terriers. Tyra Kennedy with a basket on the drive. And that'll be an and one to try to cut the Bloomingdale lead to 8 with under a minute to go in the first half. She misses the free throw. Rebound Hillsborough. Pass across.
I think it's the closest been since the beginning of the game.
It is. It is. But again, even with the technical difficulties that we had, and we apologize again for that, it's still a 9-point game. Hillsborough very much in this game. Nia King from Bloomingdale, senior co-captain. Over to freshman Melody Roma. Great move. Gets it in the corner. That is off of Kanar. That'll be a turnover to Hillsborough.
Big opportunity for the Terriers here.
Yeah. Tyra Kennedy, freshman point guard for Hillsborough, bringing it up for the Terriers. Let's see if they can cut into this lead and have even more life at the half. Draws a little bit of a double team, down low to Enrique, and the basket. 7-point lead for Bloomingdale. As we are 10 seconds and counting to go in the half. Nia King stuck, wild shot. Womack on the weak side. So first half was A little sloppy to start with for both teams. Bloomingdale then got their feet under them. Both senior guards, Naya King and Aaron Lee, leading the way as well as sophomore power forward Kaylee Lewis. Extended the Bloomingdale lead to double digits in the second quarter. Then, unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties. I know you like to listen to us no matter what. We were still talking just to make sure we stayed in the flow of the game. And there wasn't much difference in the deficit, the point differential. It was still a 9-point Bloomingdale lead when we came back, thanks to our production chief, Javier Nunez. So Andrew Burdick and myself, Jim Delaney, are back live at Bloomingdale High School, and the Hillsborough Terriers are within 7. We said earlier before we had the technical glitch that if Hillsborough could be within single digits, they're very much in this game, Andrew. Isn't that correct?
That's right.
Yeah, so they're down 7. Bloomingdale just, even though they're up 7, they're doing it mainly because they're the more talented team, but they're taking a little bit wild shots, driving a little bit too quick. Just they don't look like their normal selves because they won both games this season by double digits, 14 and 12 points respectively in those 2 games at both Hillsborough and here at Bloomingdale High School. So what does Hillsborough need to do to draw even in this game, Andrew?
Yeah, I think they're doing what they need to do at this point. You know, they definitely, I don't know if we would have said, you know, before the power went off on this stream, if they'd be down by 7 when we got back. And, you know, it's a closer game than I think, that I know than Bloomingdale wants. And again, this is the type of game that you give the underdog hope. They go and take it, you know?
Yeah, you know the old adage, it's tough to beat the same team 3 times in one season.
That's right.
All that good stuff.
That's right.
And Bloomingdale, like I said, has beaten Hillsborough twice during the season, trying to make it a 3rd time in the district semifinals here tonight. And in the back of their minds, you know they're probably thinking about Tampa Bay Tech, who won handily in their first semifinal matchup over East Bay. They're state ranked. They want their shot at Tampa Bay Tech on Thursday. But they got to take care of business tonight against Hillsborough.
They do.
Coaches said it today when we talked to them that, you know, they know that Tech's probably going to win handily before them, but, you know, they can't look past Hillsborough.
And, you know, that could be a thing too, right? We know who's going to win. We know who we're seeing, and maybe we didn't see tonight.
Yeah, it's very natural what happens to the best of teams.
Sure.
High school, college, and pro, that they sometimes they sneak a peek ahead. And we'll see how Hillsborough and both Bloomingdale make adjustments at halftime. You got to think Hillsborough, they're going to have to probably start taking a little more threes because they're getting some open looks.
Yeah.
They're not taking them. Might not be their game, but at some point, you know, they just hit one 3, and all of a sudden, you know, it could be a 3-4 point game, and that's even more pressure on the heavy favorite Bloomingdale here tonight.
One thing I think they did a really good job towards the end of the second quarter was they really had Tyra Kennedy kind of driving and dishing, you know, and she was just kind of, I mean, honestly, she made a lot of her shots, but I think she hit 20 here. Was it Amijah?
And
Mbuke. She hit her for a nice 2. You know, and that's what's going to have to happen. At some point, she's going to have to shake and move and dish, and, you know, that's when the perimeter players, you know, are going to have to hit a big shot.
Right.
Bring it back.
Yeah, especially with Bloomingdale kind of backing off there in the second half with their half-court defense. They do like to press. They're very well in tune with pressing. So it'd be interesting to see if Coach Bauer has them right out of the gates in the second half come out and do that. That could be a possibility as well. But again, like you said, underdog team. They have a little bit of life with a great point guard that can make things happen, and kind of is playing a little bit better than the 2 senior guards for Bloomingdale so far. It's given them a little bit of trouble, whether it's King or Lee. But in the end, you know, we'll see if the talented Bloomingdale squad can hang on here in this semifinal matchup number 2 in Class 6A District 8 girls basketball tournament here at Bloomingdale High School. As you see, our sponsors, one of our many sponsors that we love to have, Lucas AC Services, LLC. Interested in being one of our sponsors? We are growing here. Even in our infancy at Stream Live Tampa. You can always reach out to us at streamlivetampa@mail.com with any sponsorship opportunities that you're interested in. We have baseball and softball season coming up. Also, familiar name on the mic tonight, as you see with our one of our sponsors, AB Sports Performance. Let's take a little second here. Andrew Burdick is the AB of AB Sports Performance. Tell us a little bit about your business, Andrew.
Yeah, all right. So, based out of the South Shore area, we train any athletes. I don't like to talk about sports specific, but anything you need. We're big on strength, but that's only the start of it. We also dig into speed, all right, or rotation. But it's a holistic view. I enjoy looking at yoga, but again, my demographic that I'm looking for are going to be your athletes. However, I do believe you can be a 60-year-old athlete, so that doesn't have to, kind of stop in the high school level or collegiate or pro.
Sure.
No.
We are now technical difficulties again tonight. Second time for technical difficulties here at Stream Live Tampa. It's a 6-point lead for Bloomingdale. In our absence, Hillsborough was playing a little bit better defense, getting Bloomingdale out of their half-court offense.
Crowd's definitely getting involved now.
Crowd is definitely getting involved. So 6-point lead for Bloomingdale. And a foul. Foul on Rayford. That is Destiny Rayford's first foul, I believe, in the second half. 2 team fouls for each Bloomingdale and Hillsborough. 5.5 to go in the third quarter in the district semifinal matchup.
Coach Yellen, get somebody in the middle.
Yes. Thank you, Andrew Burdick. Has some more technical difficulties here on a Tuesday night at Bloomingdale. That's why you have 2 of us on the call here tonight. So it's a 4-point lead for Bloomingdale. Hillsborough, the underdog has turned it up here in the second half. Errant shot by Nia King. Follows her shot. Gets the putback to get the Bulls back up 6. Rayford down to Enrique, the senior power forward for Hillsborough. Cuts it to 4 and a chance to get back within 3 for the first time since early in the first quarter when it was 6-3 forever in that first quarter. So in the game now for Hillsborough, junior Kaylee Harkness. She's in for sophomore Kathy Simpson. So Enrique hits the and 1 to pull within 3 for the Terriers. Timeout. Coach Swaby for Hillsborough.
1 possession game. Wow.
1 possession game. So how that happened? As we're missing the headsets tonight. You know what? It's postseason play. Teams get jittery. Sometimes technology gets jittery.
So you got to make a play.
Absolutely. We made a play. We made a play. We improvised.
That's right.
So Jim Delaney and Andrew Burdick on the call here tonight. And at Bloomingdale High School in semifinal number 2 in Class 6A District 8 semifinal matchup here in the district tournament between the Hillsborough Terriers, the underdog tonight, and the favorite home team from Bloomingdale, the Bloomingdale Bulls. And the Bulls only have a 3-point lead now. They were up by as much as 11 in the first half. They were up by 7 at the half. Came out, both teams played a little bit more tenacious defense, and Hillsborough has driven to the lane a lot more, or driven to the basket a lot more, Andrew, like you had thought they might do, and gotten a couple and 1 opportunities. So
I think the major difference is they're actually making the shot.
They are.
They're getting in there, and now it's going into hoop.
They are. So the crowd's gotten into it. the sparse Hillsborough fans that made the trip here to Valrico. On the floor for Bloomingdale. Bringing it up, senior co-captain Nia King. Also senior co-captain Aaron Lee, freshman Melody Womack, sophomore Kaylee Lewis, and freshman 6'1" center Kirsten Wolf. Womack to Lee. Hillsborough has not let Lee or King drive the lane very much tonight. It's a great shot. Gets a rebound by Aaron Lee. And again, an errant pass.
If Hillsborough can keep this tempo up, big testament to their strength coach and conditioning coach.
Yes.
This is a high intense.
Yeah, they
right now.
Hillsborough is the smaller team. They're not necessarily the faster team, but they are the faster team tonight. Bloomingdale looks like they're a little bit back on their heels. A little back opportunity for Hillsborough. Got stuck too far underneath the basket. King over to Womack. That's typically not a pass. As the ball hits one of our cameras. This is high flying action here tonight. We got camera being knocked over by a
Watch your
basketball.
lips.
That's right. And it's translated onto the floor for Hillsborough right there is an errant turnover at half court, bringing it up by sophomore Destiny Rayford. Bloomingdale needs to settle down a little bit, Andrew.
Just going to say.
Yeah, even with the two senior guards, the guards for Hillsborough, Tyra Kennedy and Destiny Rayford, really have kept them in check. Lee with a big three. Off. Rebound, Kanar. Drives. Circus shot. Freshman Ava Kanar. Looks like that knee's feeling a little bit better after they had an injury timeout earlier this quarter. Coach Bauer calls off the press. Bloomingdale gets back into their defense. Kennedy at the top for Hillsborough, over to Rayford. 5-point lead for the Bulls. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Three, it's a little long. Long rebound by Kanar. Gets it to King, over to Lee. Smart move, get it to the senior co-captains. Aaron Lee bring it up. Gets it over to Nia King, wide open three. No good. Rebound Wolf. Long arms by the freshman. There for the loose ball, misses the rebound. Great rebound by Kanar. And Ava Kanar coming back from being banged up on the injury timeout earlier this quarter. Battling hard right there on the weak side. Getting the rebound. Doesn't get the putback, but draws the foul. 3 team fouls on each team tonight so far in the second half. We'll see what Kanar can do to extend the Bloomingdale lead. This is the first one of a 2-shot foul. It's still a 5-point Bloomingdale Bulls lead with a little over 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
This is where that conditioning comes into play for the Terriers.
Kanar hits the second shot. 6-point lead. I don't think Hillsborough has to do anything out of fashion here because they've come back just playing hard, good, hard-nosed defense. It's a great drive by Kennedy. Great attempt, misses. Loose ball, rebound.
Here's the thing, though. You know how it happens when fatigue sets in.
That's it.
The shots don't make it, so.
Junior Kaylee Harkness with a great rebound on the floor, draws a foul from sophomore Kaylee Lewis from Bloomingdale. Lewis will take a breather here. In for her will be number 50, sophomore Emily Seltzer. Hillsborough's ball. Down 6. Ferreira. Almost threw it away to Anya Pique, to Rayford. Kennedy in the corner. Great first move and a jumper.
There it is.
Talented freshman point guard for the Terriers. Pulls Hillsborough within 4. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Aaron Lee bringing it up. Takes a quick shot, no good. Rebound Wolf. Over to King. Draws the foul. Misses the shot. Well, it helps having a rangy 6'1" freshman center for Bloomingdale. Wolf is picking up all kinds of loose rebounds. Dishes it off to her teammates. This one being senior co-captain Nia King. She adds to her 1,000-point career total and then some. Here at Bloomingdale, also a 1,000-point career point total scorer is fellow guard Aaron Lee. Very rare to have two 1,000-point scorers on the same team, much less the same backcourt.
As well as the same year, right? Both seniors?
Yeah, both seniors. Kennedy bringing it up fast. Kennedy's got second win for sure here in the second half. Great play by Wolf. Knocks it away.
That radius, it just doesn't stop.
Huge, huge, huge. 6-point lead for Bloomingdale. Minute and a half to go in the third quarter. A little bit of a loose ball picked up by Tyra Kennedy. She's going to attempt the three and gets it.
She's feeling it.
She is feeling it for sure. She pulls the Terriers within a possession. I tell you what, there's something about having a talented point guard that can shoot. Makes it for a tough matchup, even with an aggressive veteran lineup for the Bloomingdale backcourt. Bulls brought it up quick there. Brought it up quick there. That was a foul on freshman Sonia Martin. Neither team in a bonus.
Yeah, it goes back to one of the games we did before, Land Lakes versus Prep. Coach for Land Lakes was loving his point guards, both of them. Big time, just like this game. Says anywhere in this high school, you got 2 point guards, you're going to make it.
Right on cue, Andrew.
There we go. There's
right
the other
on
one.
cue. Now we got a tie ball game. That was
Wow.
great insight, because that's just what it is in this game. You have a talented point guard that can shoot and make plays and off the ball, off the dribble, like Tyra Kennedy. And right there, fellow point guard Aaron Lee, no foul, turns it over for Bloomingdale. Wow, the Hillsborough Terriers, led by freshman Tyra Kennedy at the point. Brings it up court. Bloomingdale did not even get back on defense there. They got lucky with the strip. And Ava Kernard draws a foul. That foul is on 33. Kaylee Harkness, junior for Hillsborough. It's been Tyra Kennedy, big time, leading the way for the Terriers. It's a tie ball game as we are in the last 30 seconds of play in the third quarter. Aaron Lee bringing it up, senior captain, over. Long three by the freshman center, Kirsten Wolf. She can make those. She does have that in her game. Not sure that was the best shot in that situation, but it was open. And if she's left open, she will take it. Because Bloomingdale needs a spark. And that might have been a spark for them if she made it. There is a lot more life in the black shirts as opposed to the white shirts in this game right now.
No doubt.
The intensity level is a lot higher for Hillsborough. That's why they've come back and they've tied the ball game. As we approach the end of the third quarter here.
This shot
Good move. Good move by Coach Bauer here for Bloomingdale, putting Womack on Kennedy. Rayford trying to get the last shot. No shot. Blocked by Kennard in the corner. That was a good matchup right there for Bloomingdale, putting defensive specialist Melanie Womack on Tyra Kennedy, fellow freshman. And there's a bad pass. Bad pass by Hillsborough. It was tipped. 0.6 seconds left in the third quarter.
I think that's a tip-in, yeah?
I don't think
time to get a shot
they
up?
do have enough. They have enough time, maybe. I don't know about this length. They're just going to hold it and go to the bench.
Final 8 minutes.
Final 8 minutes here at Bloomingdale High School in Valrico, Florida. This game is being broadcast on Stream Live Tampa. This game, it'll be recorded on YouTube, our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to that, Stream Live Tampa. And
that's intensity.
I can tell you right now, the microphones we're on right now,
had to pick up the assistant coach for Hillsborough. He is trying to keep that intensity level up for the Terriers as they dominated that third quarter to pull even with the favorite, the host team from Bloomingdale High School, as we have a final 8 minutes left in the game. Semifinal number 2 here at Bloomingdale High School, Class 6A District 8 District Championship. The winner gets the number 1 seed Tampa Bay Tech Titans on Thursday night. Hillsborough trying to get their first victory against the Bulls this season as they lost the 2 in-season matchups. The Bloomingdale Bulls trying to make it 3 wins over Hillsborough tonight and trying not to look ahead to the team they want to play Thursday night, number 1 seed state-ranked Tampa Bay Tech. But it's an even matchup. You cannot think about Thursday night yet, Andrew, can they?
And here we go. The Terriers going to start with it.
It is Terrier ball. They have a chance to take their first lead of the game on this possession. Tyra Kennedy off on the side. That was Rayford. That was fellow guard sophomore Destiny Rayford driving into the hole with the lay-in. And it's the first Hillsborough Terrier lead of the night. Ava Kennard with the 3. Good! Big 3 by Ava Kennard, the freshman in the corner, a sharpshooter.
Very good rhythm.
Gets Bloomingdale the lead again by 1, and there's Kennedy. Big rebound by Wolf. She just skies over everybody. Gets it to Womack. Womack. Wolf saves Womack. Womack tries to attempt a 3. It's stripped. That's not Melody Womack's game to shoot 3s. She's a defensive specialist. Should be in the game right now because they have to have somebody match up on Kennedy when Hillsborough has the ball.
Bulls ball. Really kicking up that intensity right now.
Yes. Now it could be the last quarter of the season for them.
This is, and you can tell.
You know, this is your last 8 minutes of the season between preseason leagues for the high schools that they do very well here in Hillsborough County, to preseason conditioning, all the practices, all the after-school practices, the road trips, the home games. This could be their last quarter of the season. And Hillsborough felt it in the second half. They came out in that second half and really turned up the intensity and caught Bloomingdale off guard. So we'll see if the Bulls can match the intensity level here in the last quarter. So 1 point lead for Bloomingdale. On the court for Bloomingdale, Wolf in the middle. Fellow freshman Ava Kennard, she's right in front of us. She'll inbound the ball. Also freshman Melody Womack in there, mainly for defensive reasons, to be on Tyra Kennedy when Hillsborough has the ball. And then the senior co-captain backcourt of Aaron Lee and Nia King. Lee with the ball, over to King. Womack in the corner, looks a little long. Kennard hustles, doesn't get it, save it in time. Turnover to Bloomingdale. Or to Hillsborough, excuse me. On the floor for Hillsborough, do everything point guard, freshman Tyra Kennedy. Senior power forwards having a good game tonight, Sandra Anua Bike. Sophomore Kathy Simpson. Off the bench, Kaylee Harkness. That's a foul on Bloomingdale. On the floor. That foul's on senior Aaron Lee. Both teams approaching the bonus, but not in it yet. Hillsborough ball, though, inbound it. Ferreira into Harkness. Turnover. Aaron Lee has it. Leading the break. Takes it all the way. Shot that rather quickly. But it's a foul. Bloomingdale still doesn't look comfortable, Andrew. They don't look comfortable at all.
Definitely scrambling at this point.
So we got officials discussing this foul. The officials, I should say the officials on the court, as opposed to in the stands.
Got plenty of those.
Yeah, the officials on the court are discussing this. There you go. That foul. Thank you by the head official. from Hillsborough County. The last foul on Bloomingdale was on Ava Kennard, not on Aaron Lee. But that was the last possession. Let's focus on this possession. Bulls are up 1. Aaron Lee at the line. Even the first free throw looked uncomfortable.
As a senior, I think she's got to get it together and rally the troops here.
Yeah, the 2 senior guards are going to have to lead the way, but these are talented freshmen for Bloomingdale. They have had a lot of playing time this year. So technically, they're not really freshmen anymore at this point. Oh, here we got a press. Full court press right here by Bloomingdale. Good move by Coach Bauer. Hillsborough beats a little bit. Down low. Tie ball game.
Great
Kathy
press break.
Simpson with the lay-in. That's right, Andrew. Great fast break. One of the freshmen for Bloomingdale, Womack. Back to King. Gets it down low to Lewis. To Kennard. Foot was on the line. Hits it. The sharpshooter, Ava Kennard. Hits that. She's had 2 big baskets here in the fourth quarter. 2-point Bulls lead. Bulls continue to press. Hillsborough gets by it. No, they get a long pass, but they don't break it. Bulls force a turnover there, Andrew. Under 6 to go in the game. 2-point Bloomingdale lead. Couple key baskets by freshman guard Ava Kennard have helped the Bulls regain the lead. Great pass by Lewis. Yeah, Bloomingdale has kept it back, the intensity under the basket, and they're drawing fouls.
They've definitely gotten a lot of their own rebounds.
Yes, they've been following their shots.
Again, it's still surprising to see a 2-point game. With
It
the amount
is.
of shots that Bloomingdale's getting up right now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, good point. This is Nia King in and out for the
Free
first.
throws getting missed, It's not a senior.
Yeah,
Like you said, it's a little uneasy.
Little uneasy. You want to hit both of these, but you're only hitting 1 out of 2. You're keeping Hillsborough in the game. King hits the second one. 3-point game. Bulls press. Almost force a turnover. Kennedy. Look at this freshman point guard for Hillsborough. Very savvy. Gets through the press. But behind. Senior co-captain Aaron Lee. Old school move. Back pocket pick right there.
There it was. And the look.
Gets it down into King. Gets herself stuck underneath the basket, but picks up the rebound. Like you had said, Andrew. Follows her shot. Again. Yeah, Bloomingdale has been very aggressive on the boards here in the fourth quarter. Obviously been a major point of focus by Coach Bauer in that third quarter timeout. So Nia King, senior guard for Bloomingdale, will get a breather. Freshman center, 6'1" freshman center. Kirsten Wolf back in the game for Bloomingdale. 3 freshmen on the court for Bloomingdale. They're basically sophomores by this point in the year, though. A 3 by Hillsborough. That was Avery Ferreira, and you could hear it in my voice. It just didn't look like it was a very well thought out 3. But it was tipped off of Bloomingdale. It stays Terrier ball. Great play by Kaylee Lewis.
That was a crazy, just 20-second.
Yeah, that was.
Whatever that was.
It was a little bit back and forth. Kaylee Lewis staying in the game, though. Sophomore power forward for Hillsborough. Nice play there. Or for Bloomingdale. Tyra Kennedy with the ball for Hillsborough. Terriers down 3. Less than 5 minutes to go in the game. It's like a little bit palming right there for Kennedy.
I think they were lobbying for that call for a while now.
I think you were right. It sounded like you could hear it from the Bloomingdale bench as we're set up fairly close to the Bulls bench. Aaron Lee coming up over to Kennard. She's had 2 big baskets. Ball stripped away. Kennard hustles. Draws the foul. Ava Kennard, very savvy for a freshman guard. Good hustle there. Had the ball stripped. Went into the backcourt. Right in front of the Hillsborough bench. stays with it, draws a foul. So Kennard will go to the line. This will be 2 shots as Bloomingdale's in the bonus. Actually, it'll be 1-1. Kennard makes the first one.
Ice in her veins.
Kennard looks like she might be a coach's kid.
Just has that look.
Just has that look. Ava Kennard hits both of them. Hillsborough still in the game, only down 5. 4.5 to go in the game. Kennedy bringing it up for the Terriers. Trying to call out the offense for Hillsborough. Over to Ferreira. Tries to get down low. Great defense by Kaylee Lewis for Bloomingdale. Anya Bike for Hillsborough gets the loose ball, puts up a wild shot, misses it. Rebound, Ava Kennard. Aaron Lee, senior co-captain, putting on the Jets all the way down, misses the layup. Rebound Kennedy for Hillsborough. Tyra Kennedy has been everywhere for Hillsborough, almost single-handedly keeping the Terriers in the game. She's got Womack on her, over to Rayford. Drive by Ferreira. Turnover. Back to Bloomingdale.
Big mistake for the sophomore there.
Yes.
That was necessary. Big possession.
Wolf caught in no man's land for a second. Not a place you want a 6'1 center. Back to Lewis, and there's a turnover. Wrong people in the wrong place for Bloomingdale. Drive by Rayford. Ooh, doesn't get the roll.
Gotta make
Had
that.
the move, too, with the left hand. Still 5-point Bloomingdale lead. Aaron Lee over to Kennard.
This is it here.
She's putting it up. On target, a little long. Great rebound, Kaylee Lewis. Kennard and Lewis here in the 4th quarter. Key baskets, key rebounds for the Bulls. Kennard, a freshman, Lewis, a sophomore. Even with the 2 senior guards leaving the program after this year, Bulls look like they're in good hands for the future. So Kaylee Lewis at the line, trying to make the and one, and misses. 7-point Bulls lead, 3 minutes to go in the game.
I know coaches over here on the Bloomingdale side not looking too happy with this, all the missed free throws.
Yeah, it's keeping Hillsborough in the game. But that 3rd quarter was Hillsborough intensity level up. A little bit. The 4th quarter was the Terriers continuing that effort. But Bloomingdale turned on the defense, got a couple key shots by Ava Kennard, some key rebounds by Kaylee Lewis, and a key rebound and putback by the sophomore Lewis on that last possession. So the Bulls have been able to extend the lead to 7 as we are now under 3 minutes to go in the game. Class 6A District 8, semifinal matchup here at Bloomingdale High School in Valrico, Florida. Host team Bloomingdale with a 7-point lead over the 3 seed Hillsborough. Bloomingdale being the 2 seed. Winner takes on top seed state-ranked Tampa Bay Tech on Thursday night. So Hillsborough, led by freshman point guard Tyra Kennedy. Can she do it all by herself? I mean, she did in the 3rd quarter. She was trying in the 3rd quarter. Can she continue that in the 4th? I don't know.
You just gotta have the horses in the race, you know.
Yeah, they've gone a little bit deeper into the bench here in the 4th quarter. Hillsborough has, so they don't technically have some of their shooters on the floor. So they're trying to go with Kennedy and Rayford and having some spot shots underneath. Senior Sandra Anyabike has had a couple key baskets for the Terriers. But this is a key possession for Hillsborough as we speak. And Womack.
There's that
It's
freshman
a loose
mistake.
ball, yep. Pressure gets turned up in the 4th quarter, especially this late. But defensive blanket. Freshman Melody Womack causing havoc for Kennedy. Kennard, Womack on the court for Bloomingdale to Lewis. Haley Lewis draws a foul. Actually, Aaron Lee draws the foul. That foul is on Destiny Rayford, sophomore guard for Hillsborough. Senior co-captain Aaron Lee at the line for Bloomingdale.
Looks like they're in a double bonus.
They're in the double bonus. They'll get 2 shots. Lee makes the first one. As Bloomingdale kind of shaken off the underdog a little bit. They look a little more confident. They had a concerned look in their face for almost all of the third quarter, but they look more confident now. Helps having a 9-point lead. Terriers need a basket. Badly. Just under 2.5 to go in the game. Down 9.
Still 3-possession game if they can get things going.
It is. It is. Ferrara. They have the backcourt. Kennedy trying to make a move. Driving the lane, not anything. Womack sealing that off. Back to Kennedy. Womack with a steal to Lee. Over to King. Too long on the, got to hit that, but they draw a foul. That all started with freshman guard Melody Womack. And it looks like that foul's on Bloomingdale. Kaylee Lewis will check out of the game for Bloomingdale. Oh, she fouled out.
That's a new thing I've been seeing. I know much about it. You foul out, you go and shake everyone else's hands.
It's
on the other
fantastic.
sideline.
It's fantastic. It's great sportsmanship. So freshman center Kirsten Wolf will be back in the game.
She's not giving that up.
No. It's a foul on freshman Melody Womack. Freshman Tyra Kennedy at the line with 2-shot foul. Hits the first one. These are critical because you're getting points with no time coming off. So if Hillsborough has any chance and any little bit gas left in the tank, that one looks off. Doesn't get the bounce. Rebound Wolf for Bloomingdale. Gets it to King. Oh, the fellow senior co-captain Aaron Lee. Back to King. We're approaching 1.5 minutes to go in the game. 8-point Bloomingdale lead. Playing a little bit of keep away as they finally have a comfortable lead. 3 freshmen, 2 seniors on the floor for Bloomingdale.
At what point do you start fouling, Jim?
Well, there's no shot clock, so you're going to have to. This could be a early 1980s college basketball with no shot clock. I mean, this is Hillsborough's just going to kind of eat away, yeah. Hoping to get some sort of steal, but they do not look any anxious at all to try to foul. It's now under 1 minute to go. Yeah, wow. Hillsborough gets a timeout by Bloomingdale bench.
Bold choice by the coach not to foul there, huh?
Yeah, well, how much time went off
I
there?
think that's at least about 35 seconds.
35, 40 seconds. That's a lot of clock when you're down 8. I mean, you're down 3 possessions. You need a quick steal and maybe get a breakaway, something that you can force with your defense. But if you're not trying to foul, Bloomingdale was content to just pass the ball back and forth, which it was just understandable. So timeout Bloomingdale. Coach Bowers just probably wanting to shore things up as they will hang on to the ball. The 8-point lead, under 1 minute to go. Hillsborough, it really is, time is dwindling. Big time on them, down 3 possessions. Huge effort in that third quarter to tie the ball game, and even took the lead briefly here in the fourth quarter early on. But Bloomingdale turned up the defense with the press. A couple key baskets by freshman Ava Kanar, and key baskets and great rebounds by sophomore Kaylee Lewis before she fouled out has helped the Bulls extend their lead to 8 with under a minute to go. And Hillsborough doesn't look like any intent to foul either. Bloomingdale almost got a steal there. Time is definitely not on the favor of the Hillsborough Terriers, though. Senior co-captain guard Erin Lee, she could have dribbled the rest of the clock off in the game. That's
Another
a foul
25 seconds
on.
left.
Yeah, that's a foul on Anua Bike for Hillsborough. Puts Lee to the line for 2 shots. So Bloomingdale looks like they might be able to hang on here.
Gotta knock the free throws down.
Yeah, Lee still has. It's not one of her better games tonight. One of her better efforts. Up 8 though, still for Bloomingdale. As we approach just over a half minute left in the game. Makes the second one. 9-point Bloomingdale lead. Hillsborough has to press hard and has to make a basket. In the corner, Ferrara, no good, a little short. Rebound, Bloomingdale, tie up, possession stays with the Terriers. 18.2 seconds left, 3-possession game. 9-point lead for Bloomingdale.
She's got to let it fly.
Kennedy, yeah, she had to let it fly right there, I agree. Trying to drive, draws the foul. The Bloomingdale crowd, I'm not quite sure what they're cheering for or wanting to get from the refs with a 9-point lead. Tyra Kennedy, talented freshman point guard for Hillsborough, had a great game tonight. Misses the first end of a 2-shot foul.
As we hear, the ball doesn't lie. Right on cue.
That's right.
Fun crowd here tonight.
This is a funny crowd here on a Tuesday night in Valrico. Second shot good by Kennedy. 8-point lead for Bloomingdale. Surely Hillsborough has to foul. They look content not to. And Erin Lee will dribble it up. Looks like she'll dribble it out.
Your coach yelling foul, but
and they foul at the end.
a little late at this point.
1.3 seconds to go. That was interesting. Last 2 or 3 possessions were interesting for Hillsborough on the defensive end.
Yeah.
Choose not to foul, then foul very late.
You know, and Bloomingdale wasn't spot on with their free throws. I mean,
no. Hence that one right there.
Yeah.
They have not been great from the line tonight. They can't be 50%.
They must have been thinking about us when we go home and get a good meal, you know.
That's it. Get home, good cooked meal. Lee makes a second end. 9-point lead. That last-ditch effort is no good. And I would say that Bloomingdale escapes on that game.
I'll agree with that.
Was not their best effort of the season. Probably looking ahead to Tampa Bay Tech, and they will get their wish. They will get the top seed Tampa Bay Tech Titans on Thursday night in the Class 6A District 8 championship game here at Bloomingdale High School between the number 1 seed Tampa Bay Tech Titans and the number 2 seed Bloomingdale Bulls. Looks like the winner of that game will get a berth in the regional playoffs determined by Max Prep's algorithms that they use to figure out who's going to be the top 8 teams in the region. But you have to give it to Hillsborough tonight. It was a valiant effort, so to speak, led by freshman point guard Tyra Kennedy. They were down as much as 11, came back, tied the game up at the end of 3, took the lead early on in the 4th quarter. But Bloomingdale, after a timeout by Coach Bauer, turned up the full court press and really took command of the game in the 4th quarter. Right, Andrew?
Last question for you here, Jim. Do you think a game like this carries some weight going into Tampa Bay Tech? Is it something that, maybe the close game carries some valid merit? That now we played a tough game. Now we got the giant in front of us. And we now kind of switch roles.
Yeah, it depends on the mentality on how Bloomingdale takes away this game. Knowing Coach Bauer and a lot of the coaches in this area, they're going to say that was not our best effort, and we can't play like that again against Tampa Bay Tech. We have to play better, and we can't just assume we're just going to come out and beat a team. You got to think, knowing who's on the other side of the court, that naturally Bloomingdale will turn it up a little bit, but this has to creep into their minds a little bit that, hey, we kind of looked past Hillsborough, got by, but that's where it comes down to coaching. And knowing Coach Bauer, he's going to harp on, hey, that game's over with, let's move on. The old survive and advance mentality in March Madness, and go and then go from there and move on to the next opponent. So with us here at post game, we've got senior Nia King. Senior led the charge tonight for Bloomingdale. She had 18 points for the Victorious Bulls as they advanced to the district championship Thursday night against top seed Tampa Bay Tech. So Nia, tell us your thoughts on basically Hillsborough's effort and how it made you guys play tonight.
Hillsborough, they always come out with energy. They always do.
Yeah.
And they're a team that you really shouldn't underestimate, so we knew their energy was going to be there. So their effort was there. They were on the boards. They were getting steals. They were aggressive. And I think that kind of made all of us kind of wake up and start playing with them because it wasn't an easy game.
Yeah.
So it made us kind of battle with them. And I'm going to be honest, we weren't even, like, our heads were not in it in the beginning. We just came in, we're like, oh, this is going to be an easy win. But with Hillsborough, they proved us wrong, definitely. Yeah,
that's a great mature answer out of you, Nia, but not surprising since you're a senior co-captain. That you could notice in your teammates that everybody probably overlooked Hillsborough. You beat them twice already. Clearly looking at Tampa Bay Tech on Thursday. We know that's the prize, not only the district championship, but to beat a team like Tampa Bay Tech. So let's move forward to that game. What do you guys have to do to beat Tampa Bay Tech for the first time? We know you lost them twice during the season.
Honestly, to beat Tech, we all got to be on the same page, and we got to play hard because Tech plays hard. And with Tech, they like to kind of bully people, so we just kind of hang in with them. And I feel like since it's the same thing with us in Hillsborough, they kind of play lax the first half because they feel like they got us. So if we come out and actually play with them, that'll make them wake up and we can compete with them because I know for a fact we can beat Tech.
Yeah, you can. That's a good mentality. So hopefully you turn that on to the rest of your teammates. You got to have match intensity at the beginning. You guys play three freshmen quite often in Kanar, Womack, and Wolf. Tell us about those three freshmen.
I'm going to start with Melody. Melody
Womack?
Yes, she's the person that I look at and I was like, as a freshman, I love her defense, I love her intensity, and I feel like with work and with time, she could be one of the best defenders in the state of Florida if she works for it.
It was big when she was on Tyra Kennedy tonight.
Yes.
Because Kennedy had a great game for Hillsborough, but when Womack was on her, she kind of shut her down a little bit, and that was tough to do.
All she has to do is kind of like watch her fouls and watch kind of like her body control, but once she gets that under control, she's going to be a really good defender. And I believe that, and I have confidence in her. Correct. And I cannot wait to see what she's like as a senior.
With you and Aaron Lee leaving, you got to feel good having somebody like that filling your shoes. And then Ava Kanar.
She is our shooter. We know for a fact.
Shooter. She had two big baskets in that fourth quarter.
Yes, we know for a fact if things are down and if the game is down and we need like a three or something, Ava is the way to go. Yeah. Like, I love how Ava's able to kind of like navigate where her shots are and just basically pull it. And she's a threat from the three-point line. Mm-hmm. And I honestly feel like if she puts in more time, she can be an awesome point guard. But she kind of like is shying away from it. But if she steps into it and has confidence in herself, she can be a decent point guard.
Yeah, I agree. And then the 6'1" center.
Oh, Kirsten.
the arms and everything, just getting big rebounds. And Kirsten Wolf, what about her?
Kirsten, the thing about Kirsten is she's very unsure of herself.
Mm-hmm.
So once it's all of them is just confidence. Confidence and time. Once Kirsten steps into who she really is, she's going to be unstoppable. She has a mid-range. She doesn't use it as much as she should. She can get on the boards. She needs a little bit more post move and a little bit more development. But once she develops, and I think she'll develop as soon as if she puts in work over the summer, she should come back a totally different player. And I think she's a really strong post with a lot of potential. Great.
Yeah, and Coach Bauer, he runs a good program here, and with the preseason league that you guys get in and stuff like that. So with you and Aaron Lee leaving after this season, it'll be good for you guys to know what's happening after you guys move on.
Yeah.
So Nia, appreciate the time. Good luck.
Thank
Rest
you.
away. We'll maybe see you Thursday night, not on Stream Live Tampa, but a couple of us will be at the game. So good luck the rest of the way. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.